Excitement? Well, we got that in abundance as this Pro Bowl is underway from Orlando, Florida. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the... end zone for a touchback.
Ready? 95-56, 95-56.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Here's Gurley. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The linebacker C.J. Mosley of Baltimore with a tackle. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. To throw is Breeze. He completes it to Julio Jones. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Throwing on first down is Breeze. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
To throw, it's Breeze. And incomplete. He was looking for Todd Gurley, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Well, again, they'll throw with Breeze. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Yellow. And Ripley. Walk twist, walk twist, walk twist. 15. Check. Crunch, crunch. Hey, 15. Say. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. A first-time Pro Bowler. Here's James Conner of the Steelers. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Right there. 54. Right there. 50.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. This is caught by Antonio Brown. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And it's complete to Kelsey. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Hey, man. Watch the boot.
Mahomes now on first down. This will be caught by Brown. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Melvin Gordon, the 2-time Pro Bowler, and he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Kyle Fuller there defensively.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Mahomes takes it himself. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. They'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
But when you do call quarterback sneak, you don't mind if your quarterback's a little bit on the vertically challenged side, do you? Because he's just going to hide behind his big guys up front and be able to surge forward and pick up the first down.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create.
And he is into the end zone for an AFC touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the AFC has taken the early lead. So the AFC, remember, of course, they won the last couple years here in Orlando and off to a good start in this one.
Yeah, how about that? The first touchdown of this game, how many more do we expect to see?
Hopefully a lot. I want offense in this ball game.
I don't think there's any question about it. Rarely do you get defensive struggles in the Pro Bowl.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Breeze and the NFC come up now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in for the touchdown. Julio Jones, 75 yards. And the NFC just an extra point away from tying up this game. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The AFC offense making their way back out, and they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. It's Kelsey on the ground. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Space to maneuver at the 40. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Check 43. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54, Mike. Let's go. Let's go. Mike.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And again, it's Mahomes. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Khalil Mack, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Got a man, it's Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the 1st. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And it'll be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Breeze. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. Now the NFC going to call the first of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
95-56.
Breeze now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Now the NFC going to take a timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Now Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the AFC going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready? Yellow lady. It's out here.
Breeze now to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now the AFC going to take a timeout. It's their second, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now the AFC going to use their final timeout of the half, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep for the AFC, the Jets' Andre Roberts. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Back out is the AFC offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
Yellow.
After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20.
43. Check. Watch 54.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So we're at halftime of the 29th. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchdown. Back.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The AFC offense now set to start this third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. On first down, Mahomes. Ebron caught left side. A gain of 6 there on first.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan. Now Mahomes throwing on second down. Over the middle here to Brown. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Now Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
Let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys, because the offensive guys always taught, find the first down sticks and make the play. On defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. The AFC went for it, and it doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. To throw is Breeze. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. And that's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, it's Breeze. And that is incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The AFC offensive unit getting set to take over. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Mahomes now on first down. And he gets it to his KC running mate. That's Tyreek Hill. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion, went just shy of the marker. Mahomes going to throw. And he's got the hook up to Landry. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
On first down, Gordon. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Mahomes to throw on second down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Check. No. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. Fourth down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. He gets it to Brown. Complete. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the fourth down conversion. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Mahomes now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Gordon. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
This will be caught by Brown. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And he is into the end zone for an AFC touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the AFC has taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
We got this.
The NFC offense heading back onto the field. And one thing you'd like to see in a Pro Bowl, a competitive contest. We've got that just like the last 2 seasons. A one-score game as we play here in the 4th.
But I'd love to know, what's the discussion on the sidelines of both teams right now? Because, you know, it's an exhibition-type game, but as you said, it's competitive.
And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Geno Atkins able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
Breeze going to throw. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So it's the NFC with the football as we welcome you back. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. So now let's look at the situation. They do have all 3 timeouts remaining, so barring a first down, they could conceivably get the ball back.
So now it's all about defense and stopping the clock. Don't give up any yardage, right? Use your timeouts. And your offense always practices going downfield without timeouts. You know, those 2-minute drills, most of them are run in practice without the benefit of timeouts and want to make it as tough a situation as possible. They're in it right now.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now the NFC going to take a timeout, their second, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here's Gordon. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now the NFC going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Check three. Hey, 43, 15.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. The AFC went for it, and it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. Well, they were 2 for 3 on 4th down tries. Now they're unsuccessful. That brings them down to 50%.
But that's a percentage you have to feel pretty good about. You know, 2 for 4.
And no forward progress here. This is going to be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about. Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Ricky. Mike.
Interesting. Mahomes wants to throw it. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Darius Slay of Detroit in on the tackle.
Right there. 53. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Mike 54. Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared. Attack.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. That's going to set them back 5 yards.
Still 3rd down.
Yellow.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. I'm coming for you, son.
Back to throw. Mahomes. And Mahomes is going to go down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. So they go with the empty set, and that's the risk you run right there. Nobody was there to protect.
Well, you know how most offenses have audibles, and they've changed plays when they see certain sets. A lot of defenses do the exact same thing. You go to an empty back set, They bring pressure, and boy, did it pay off in this case.
Here's the NFC offense set to take over again. And it's great to see the stars all out in one place, but in terms of football, what's really great to see is a very entertaining Pro Bowl as we are tied in the fourth quarter.
And how many of these guys thought going into this game, after a pretty easy week heading into it, that the pressure would ratchet up now and someone has to make a play, which means someone will have a play made against them and not have to live with that for the rest of the year.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Back to throw. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. One final try here for Breeze. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. So, Charles, final thoughts